Morning, everybody. It's morning of day 3. Woke up not feeling the best at all this morning. Very heavy cough, chesty, headache is back, and yeah. So just made myself a coffee, just trying to chill out for a little bit. We got breakfast, rice and an omelette, and just gonna hang around for the day. Chill out a bit. Probably not make that many videos, but we'll see what turns out. See you guys later. Afternoon, guys, gals. So it's lunchtime. Carrying on from the last video, feeling much better. Somehow in the middle of the night, I must have been cold or tried to turn off the air conditioning and I turned it on hot. So when I woke up, it was absolutely boiling in my room, baking, quite a bad headache, really chesty, heavy cough, and it's kind of cleared up over the day. So yeah, as I was saying, lunch arrived and we have rice and 3 pieces of cucumber. Literally fried rice and cucumber, as you can see. And a sachet of vinegar sauce. So, luckily I'm not actually that hungry. My taste has been going in and out for yesterday and today, kind of just things tasting funny and then tasting okay. So over the day things have cleared up and I'm kind of feeling how I was yesterday afternoon, feeling okay. Probably not going to do as many videos today, and just chillax, try and catch up on a bit of editing for another channel I'm running, watch a bit of Netflix and just catch up on a bit of YouTube. I spend my whole time at home watching Thai YouTube, and when I'm here, a lot of the guys that would be making content I haven't followed. So yeah, doing okay. Today's day 3. I believe I have 8 days and out on, I think, the morning of the 9th. Yesterday I've been back and forth with insurance companies and they're just fobbing me off to someone in Bangkok who basically just hangs up. Get back onto them again, and they say they don't deal with Ban Lamong Hospital, even though their office is on the campus of Ban Lamong Hospital. So they basically just transfer you a line. The line sits on hold for 20 minutes, and it just disconnects. Sometimes I've hung up. I can't get through to my airline company. They've all these 24-hour numbers on their website. Most of them are inactive. When you call, it says this number hasn't even been activated yet, or this number doesn't exist. So yeah, nothing more to say. Nothing going on. Actually, a lot of the Farangs, a lot of us foreigners here are going ballistic over the food. There's a couple of guys in our hallway have just been kicking off. I didn't want to even record it or film it. It's not fair. It's not right to do it. For me to record it, that is. But like I was saying yesterday, like the money we've been charged to come in here is astronomical. The line group, a lot of people have just come in today. People across from me where I was filming this morning, a lot of people left today, and other people checking in. A lot of problems that they haven't been given as many things as we were. A couple of them in the hospital were actually overcharged because they were told it's for the Farang menu, which doesn't exist. So yeah, just trying to stay positive about it. I'm generally pretty easygoing. If I didn't, I was quite lucky that I actually had the ability to pay for it. Things could have been far worse. So, trying to look at the bright side of it. Um, you know, take it how it comes, and not get worked up over it. There's no point. Managed to translate some of this document we were given on check-in, in the rooms, and they're basically warning people that if you're breaking the rules constantly, that you won't actually get your certificate of leaving here, which most people will need to either bypass the PCR test as a recovery cert for flights home, um, or showing proof of negativity for COVID. Um, so um, I'm I'll be flying back into Ireland. That's where I'm from, which may be quite obvious to some people with the accent. But Ireland, England, Scotland, Wales, so most of Ireland and UK have dropped the necessity to have a negative COVID test on entry. Basically, they've decided everyone has it. Um, we're doing okay as we are, and hospitalizations aren't going up because of rampant Omicron cases. The only thing is the airline themselves hasn't updated their policy, but they have a statement saying the policies for flights, especially if you're connecting rather than exiting in other countries, it's based on your endpoint. Your destination's rules are what cover you for entry on board a flight. So that's my partial update. I might do another little bit later, see how things are going, and I'll drop it after the evening meal as usual. I hope we get a little bit more than rice for the evening meal. I think some of the others were posting up what lunch was, because we're literally at the end of the queue where we are, and it was a completely different thing. It's probably because I asked for not spicy. They're not giving me that portion. So yeah, look, it is what it is. I've got enough to keep me going snack wise for probably 2.5 days anyway, with the care package that my friend gave me. So all good. We see how it goes. See you later, guys. So evening meal has just arrived, and for a change, we actually have something with our rice. So we've, as you can see, rice, chicken, a couple of little pieces of cooked veg, and I think a sweet chili sauce. So, which is good. It's been a very interesting day here. A lot of new people checking into hotel, and there's a lot of chat back and forth on the group app. A lot of problems going on. There was an announcement today that by a health minister, I think, that they are reconsidering the length of time people spend in quarantine. So most of us, some of us had 10 days from check-in, others had tested way earlier than that. Like myself, we were leaving, and we only had to do 8 days. So it's under consideration at the moment whether everyone will be made to do a full 10 days from check-in. I had been trying to get clarification on it, and I eventually managed to get through to, we have 4 numbers to call for nurses. So got through to a nurse, and who had better English than most. So once we can actually, they're going to come back to us once we can actually figure out what day we're able to leave. We do now know that we get a certificate on exit. which should cover some people as a recovery cert, because like a lot of us were talking about, that if we some airlines require a PCR test, and some it's actually your destination is what the criteria for boarding the plane is. So depending on what this certificate is, and depending on where people are going, this cert may be enough to cover them for A, the boarding of the flight, or B, the final destination, or both. Um, I now think actually I need neither, because I'm fully vaxxed. So to get home to Ireland and transit through Doha, I don't actually need any new certificate. I just need to know my date, so that I can actually book a ticket. Um, so other than that, there's been a lot of problems with food during the day. A lot of people on the group app really, really complaining. Like today, apart from the evening meal, which we just have, we've basically just had rice and a very, very small omelette in the morning. Um, Other people have run out of water during the day, and the hotel is refusing to actually provide them more water. Um, those people that did run out, they had friends manage to go to a shop and get them. The hotel is refusing to deliver it. Now, we don't know if that's until tomorrow. Um, they're very strict on stuff actually arriving between 7 and 11 in the morning, and then being apportioned out by evening meals that day. Um, so it's a bit of a waiting game. I think we'll know. I think the lady said by 1 p.m. tomorrow there'll be an announcement on it. Don't know. It's I'm happy enough with it. I'm content enough. But it would be nice to know, just for me to be able to book a flight. Um, if I can, I don't think I will do. I don't have the need to do another night or two here. Um, I might just try and leave here. It'll either be the morning of the 13th or the morning of the 16th, and just go straight to BKK and get a flight out that evening. Um, I've got a connection that'll actually get me closer to my hometown. It's longer, um, but it's actually working out cheaper than my one-way flight out, my return flight out. Um, Still can't get through to my airline. I'm actually going to have to try and find the Irish number, and they appear to be the Irish. And I was speaking to someone from the UK. They appear to be answering their phones and helping people. Um, I may have jumped the gun in cancelling my flight. I believe I cancelled it and requested a refund on the night of the 4th, maybe the 3rd or the 4th. Not entirely sure, because it's actually when I was at my worst fever-wise. 4th, it was the 4th, because it was the next day we were flying out. Um, Unsure of at that time why I couldn't change them, change the dates for exiting, um, but we just rebook it and see afterwards if it was fully cancelled, or if I have a voucher left, I could use the voucher for somewhere else. I'm not too pushed at this point. I just would prefer to get home in a more timely fashion, you know. Um, so I'm going to leave it there for the evening. Today is my day. I have a Skype call with all my family. So I'm going to jump on the Zoom Skype call with them in about 15-20 minutes, and I'll check in with you tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have some news, and once we know what we're doing, maybe we can plan a little bit better. Have a good evening, everyone, and we'll see you in the next one, okay?